Hello class, my name is Danae Hall. Today is November 22nd, 2017, and I'm going to be going over the lymphatic system. So there are 7 main organs in the lymphatic system. That is the thymus, which is located right in between, right behind the sternum and in between the lungs. The spleen, which is located right above the stomach and behind the rib cage. It's also the largest organ in the lymphatic system. The tonsils, which are in the back of the throat. The appendix, which is in between the small and large intestine in the lower right abdomen area. The Peyer's patches are another organ, and they are located in the small intestine and in the ileum area down here. And then there are 2 main kinds of lymph nodes. There's the cervical lymph nodes, which are located right here, kind of along the internal jugular vein, so right behind the neck and then down in the front. And the axillary lymph nodes, which are located mainly in the armpit area. So the lymphatic system is set up similar to the circulatory system. So there are capillaries, which are the smallest, thinnest areas for the lymph to go through, and then there are vessels, which are a little bit bigger, and then ducts, which are the biggest part where lymph is going to be fed through. So the lymphatic capillaries are located right next to the circulatory system's capillaries, and when blood is in the capillaries, it will leak out some interstitial fluid into the area around it. And this is because the walls are so thin in the capillaries that a lot of fluid will leak out. And then the capillaries of the lymphatic system are open-ended, and so they'll pull the interstitial fluid up into themselves. And once they have interstitial fluid in them, the fluid then becomes called lymph. So the lymph will get pulled through the capillaries into the lymph vessels, which are the bigger ones, and then they will go into lymph nodes. And lymph nodes are lymphatic tissue that help in filtering out any of the bad stuff like pathogens that we don't want circulating around in the circulatory system anymore. So they'll pull out all of the pathogens and then let the lymph go on into more lymph vessels that ultimately lead to the lymph ducts, which lead right into veins, so that the interstitial fluid can be added, or the lymph can be added to the blood, and the blood can have more plasma as it goes through the circulatory system. So the lymphatic ducts will drain the lymph right into the internal jugular vein and the subclavian veins, and then there will be more plasma circulating around in the blood.